There's something really special happening this weekend. There's some kids with special needs getting the opportunity to become pro fighters for a night and fight real pro fighters. It is the second annual Swing for the Stars. Let's show you part of the match from last year.
Coming up next, we have our co-main event of the evening. Relentless Ryan Burgos versus Dominic Durso out of Colmar, Pennsylvania.
So these are kids from our area that are fighting. So that kid right there, Dominic Durso, only 14 years old. He's joining us right now in studio. He's here with his dad to show off some of his moves. So they're going to be going through the moves right over there and practicing. And we are joined right now by his sensei, Michael Marchand, who is the martial arts school head owner, yes, exactly, from Tiger Schulmann is here. And then Danielle Schulmann and your dad started all of these different martial arts studios that people may be very familiar with. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
We really appreciate it. So let's start off with, what's it like when you get to work with these kids? What does this activity, martial arts, how does that help them?
It helps them in so many different ways, but if I had to sum it up for you, it teaches them non-quitting spirit, how to not give up. Life knocks you down. It's not a matter of how many times you get knocked down, but how many times you get back up again. And it builds confidence on a level that nothing else in the world does.
So Danielle, you thought about this one. Your dad, so first tell me about, you have these martial arts studios that are all over our area, so many different locations. So your dad is Tiger.
Yes.
And he's a fighter, and he started his first one up there in Quakertown.
Yes, in 1984.
And now it's grown and expanded, and we have these kids, and you thought, how can I do something that make these kids feel special and raise a lot of money?
Yes, of course.
So what's happening tomorrow?
So tomorrow we have 12 fights on the card. We have 12 kids in our schools on the autism spectrum or with other special needs. And they got to choose which professional fighter that they wanted to fight against. We have some guys in the UFC, from bare knuckle boxing, from the PFL, names like Shane Burgos, Jimmy Rivera, Julio Arce, who just had a recent fight in the UFC. And these kids got to choose which fighter they wanted to fight against. And everyone from Tiger Schulmann's loved this event. It was their favorite event that they've done in the last 40 years, because it's so much fun to see these kids, like, how excited they get, the smiles on their face, and to really show off their skills and personality.
Who's Dom the Dominator taking on this weekend?
Julio Arce.
And he's a pretty famous dude, right?
He is.
Yeah.
Yes.
He just won his last fight by knockout, actually, in the UFC.
My kids follow this one, so I don't know them, and so you may or may not. So these kids, it's interesting because it's like, you think about different activities, getting them into. What's it like when you're working with kids like Dom?
It's just life-changing. I think it probably affects me and changes me more than it changes them, to have the ability to meet someone as special as him and to work with him over all these years. I met him when he was 5, and I started training him when he was 6. So it's just a lifetime of it's just amazing. I can't even put it into words how much it affects you.
So there's the event. It's tomorrow night, correct? It's tomorrow night. It's up in Rahway. We're raising a lot of money. Who's the money going to go to?
To Family Autism Network and ACES Youth Boxing Club.
All right, that sounds great. I want to come over here and get to meet our fighter for tomorrow as he gets ready for this big event. So, Dad, Mike, oh my gosh, I'm already afraid. You got me afraid there. So why did you pick, let me start with you, Dom, the fighter that you're going to fight? Tell me about that.
Well, he's a professional fighter in the UFC, and he's a lefty. So I saw him fight a couple weeks ago, and it's a great opportunity.
I'm going to turn you around one little second. I can't even imagine. You are strong. I mean, he's got guns on him right here. How does it feel when you get to do this, when you get to fight?
It feels great. It's a great opportunity to fight, and I'm ready to win.
What's your walk-up song?
What's my walk-up song?
Kid Rock.
Kid Rock.
That was his choice.
Okay, all right. What's it like for you to have, the kid do this?
It's pretty unbelievable. This is something that we look forward to, especially after last year's event, all year. It's a big build-up, and we treat this like a very real training camp. So it's 6 weeks of strength training and sparring with Sensei and working at night with me in pads. It's a full commitment, and the support from Tiger Schulmann's and from our family and friends that come out to the event. We've got about 60 people coming. It's a special night.
It's going to be a packed house.
It is. It's going to be a packed house out in Rahway, yep.
And how did you decide to get your kid involved in this in the first place?
So I had trained a bunch of martial arts in the city, in Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu. And when we recognized Dominic had some special needs and some disabilities, I felt it was important in terms of confidence, just being able to defend and protect himself. And when we found Sensei Marchand, it was a match made in heaven. Yeah.
I think Bob's coming over as well, and it is a match made in heaven. Good luck. We're rooting
Thank
for
you.
you.
Thank
Absolutely.
You. Yes.
Come on, want to do something? Come on. Put that mic down.
Me?
Yeah, come on, put the mic down.
No, you got Don here. You got people
okay,
that actually
okay.
know what
Who
they're
wants to go
doing
at it?
over here.
Come on.
I think we bring in the dad over here. Let's see your moves. Bob's a big talker.
Ready?
He's a big
Ready?
UFC.
Okay, here we go.
I'm gonna let you throw whatever you
Oh,
want.
gosh.
Look at
Get out of here! All right, if you can help out, please do. We'll put all the information also right on our website as well. We will be right back. Great luck.
it.